Hey guys, it's Nicole and welcome back to another pregnancy update. If you didn't notice, I skipped a week last week. I skipped my 13-week update, but I'm just going to combine this into a 13 and 14-week update. I'm sorry, but I was just super depressed last week, so it just was really hard for me to, pick up the camera and record and actually feel like motivated to film for you guys. So I apologize, but we're here now, so let's just jump right into the video. So updates this week. The baby is the size of a peach starting at 14 weeks. I got my little peach baby in there. That blows my mind that the baby is getting so big so fast. I did have another doctor's appointment, and I think it was sometime during 13 weeks, but the baby I feel so frazzle-brained. We got to hear the heartbeat again, and the heartbeat this time was at 156, I do believe. I also had another heartbeat today because we got another ultrasound today, which today I'm 13 weeks and 6 days, so tomorrow will technically be 14 weeks. The baby's heart rate today was 147, so it's getting lower and lower. The first 2 times that we got the heart rate, it would have been considered a girl heart rate, and now it's at what people would consider a boy heart rate. So I am going to go grab the ultrasound pictures really quick so I can show you guys the pictures of the baby that we got today. I just think they're so cute and I can't get enough. Ugh. We actually got a lot more pictures taken of the baby today, and the whole reason I went and got pictures taken was because they were supposed to do that 12 to 13 week scan to test for or scan for Down syndrome, but we ended up having a lot of issues this past week, so we had to reschedule my ultrasound, and then they got me in today, which it's like one day before it would have been too late to do the test, and the baby was actually too big when they did the ultrasound. The baby was actually too big to do that scan, so I wasn't able to do the scan that I was originally there for, but they ended up just taking a bunch of ultrasound pictures and keeping me happy that way. So we've got a whole lot more than I had the first time around. Okay, so there's the baby, and oh, I don't know if yeah, there you go, you can see the lips. The baby totally has Sean's lips already. The ultrasound tech did also make a guess on the gender. But she did keep telling us that, it was way too early, and that, she's, as an ultrasound tech of 8 years, she has had early ultrasounds and thought for sure that it was one gender when, she was pregnant with her previous child, and she thought she was pregnant with one gender from just looking at, one of the early ultrasounds, and later on when she got an ultrasound, I'm so out of breath, oh my god, but when she got ultrasound later on, then it was clearly a different gender than what she had originally thought. But here's some more pictures. The little hands. Sorry if you can hear Aaliyah's annoying video in the background. She watches these gameplays of this person with the most annoying voice in the world. I really like this one too. Cute little baby. But yeah, so those are the pictures that we got today. So also I wanted to put out there before I jump into my symptoms and cravings and everything that I am gaining so much weight from this pregnancy. So my pre-pregnancy weight was 125, and I'm, like I said, 14 weeks tomorrow, and my weight today was 137. So I've already gained 12 pounds within this pregnancy, and that just seems like a whole lot of weight to gain within just the first couple months of pregnancy. Okay, so symptoms. Like I mentioned earlier, I have been so depressed, and I know that like some of it is my depression, because I do struggle with depression even before pregnancy and everything. And some days are better than worse, but like this whole last week I was just freaking like deeply depressed, and I was just very emotional and had a very hard time staying positive, and it was just not a good time. So that's a lot of the reason of why I didn't film or, you know, do any updates or anything. Thankfully that is starting to subside, but I do have moments where the depression is just very overwhelming. And then also I've been like, my nausea has not completely subsided. I've still been pretty nauseous, and some days are better than others, but for the most part I've been pretty nauseous, especially when I'm hungry. And so there was one day I was actually throwing up blood, and it wasn't like clots of blood, so it's nothing to be worried about. It was what I'm thinking is because of me throwing up so much that like my esophagus was torn or something. That's what we read online, but I haven't been throwing up blood ever since that one day. But you know, there was like a day, which of course it was like the day that I was having like the worst day ever, and then I start like throwing up blood. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like I can't catch a freaking break. But I also got prescribed some nausea medication, so I've been taking that. But it also, I've been taking it when I get nauseous, but it sucks because if I'm nauseous before work, then the medication makes me really drowsy, so I just feel useless at work and just super exhausted, even more than usual. And that's the other thing, is like I'm still really, really tired. Like I can't seem to like find my energy. I keep waiting to like just feel energized again, and I am just so exhausted. That's why I do have my coffee, okay? I'm not overindulging in coffee like I usually do, but I do have my pretty nice sized cup of coffee for this video. But it's peppermint flavored too, so you can't beat that for holiday season. I've also been extremely hungry, like, which is probably why I've been gaining so freaking much weight, but I'm so hungry all the time. And even if I eat like what should normally be a substantial amount, like I'm still like, oh my god, I'm so hungry. So I can't really seem to fill the void of hunger in my stomach. I've also been having like a lot of stomach issues this last week. It's not really so bad anymore. Well, the constipation is. I've been like super gassy, like just having like bad stomach like bubbles, you know, like bubbles in your stomach where you're just like, you know, having like a stomach ache, like it feels like you're like really bloated. And then also I've been like either super constipated or like have diarrhea. There's like no in between. And I know that's like, it's really weird to talk about. I used to be so like, I don't give a shit, like I'll talk about whatever, you know, and now I'm kind of just like, that's felt really weird to say to the camera that I'm gonna upload for people to see. I guess that's just pregnancy. Still been breaking out, but I also haven't really been taking care of my skin too well. I just went and got some makeup wipes because I just came to the conclusion that I am not like motivated enough and disciplined enough to wash my face at night anymore, which has like been one of my biggest like tips and tricks on keeping your face clean, you know, and your face clear of like acne and blemishes, is every single night washing your face and every single morning washing your face, you know. And I've just not been motivated to wash my face at night, and my skin has been really taking a hit from it. And then also my last symptom for the week is that I've been having the craziest dreams. Like seriously, I don't remember having crazy dreams with Aaliyah, and I've heard a lot of pregnant women talk about like their dreams being nuts when they were pregnant, but like it's like every single night is like a vivid dream, like a vivid lucid dream, you know, where it feels like real life, and it's the weirdest things. Like I could tell you like probably the last week all of my dreams in detail, and it's just so weird. Like some of them are really scary and some of them are really like interesting. Like I think the most interesting one was at one point during the week I dreamt that me and my whole family were mermaids and we were jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge to fight sharks. And I just remember being like nervous jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge because I'm terrified of heights, you know, and sharks. And so I was like, oh man, I don't know about this. But then I was like, of course I got this. I'm a mermaid, you know, and it was like so real. There's another night I had a dream that I was in the Pride Lands, you know, where Simba lives, and I was like playing fetch with a crocodile, but I was like afraid of it, and we were like on a bunch of dead crocodiles. It was really weird. There was like a bunch of dead crocodiles in this swamp, and we were just running on them, me and this crocodile, and I was playing fetch with a tennis ball. It was really weird. Really weird. Oh, also I think the biggest other symptom to go with this week, you know, last 2 weeks, is my food aversions. They are still like so hardcore, and I am having a really hard time, which is kind of like contradicting because like I'm so hungry all the time, but then nothing sounds good, and like I just don't want to eat anything. Like it has to be something specific, and if I absolutely can't find something to put in my stomach because I'm just like, oh my god, like that, none of that sounds good, then I'll just eat like some fruit, you know. But nothing really sounds good, and the only thing that I craved this week was salami and cheese, which my doctor did remind me that salami is a no-go unless it's like cooked or whatever, and all, you know, deli meats are like a no-go. But I've been like hardcore craving salami and Ritz crackers with some sliced cheese and salami on it. Sounds like the bee's knees right now, but nope, don't get that. So, yeah, but that's the only thing that I've been craving this week that I was actually like, oh my god, I really want that. I think that's it for this update. So, yeah, but I'll show you guys my where the f am I? Oh my god. I'm going to show you guys my 14-week belly now, and then we'll be done.